Welcome on in, everyone. We are back, the cousins. This is Beer Talk with Kyle and Joe. I'm Kyle.
Damn right you are. And my name's Joe.
Pun intended on the damn, because today we're doing a follow-up review for none other than Damn Yankee Beard Co. So this review is going to be a special one. We have some summer scents, 3 to be exact, coming out. Then we have a brand new product that we're really excited to talk with you guys about.
Right. So this is the part of the video where I'm going to go ahead and ask you to pause. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and hit a thumbs up or even a thumbs down, just so we can tell and see how we're doing. And of course, make sure you check out this intro and we'll be right back. All right, guys, so this is the part of the video where we normally talk about the price and the presentation of the products that we're talking about. So for these specific items, because these are actually not released yet, we do not have the exact prices for them. As a matter of fact, on June 3rd, these are going to be dropped by our good buddy Scott over at Beard Times with Scott. So June 3rd, make sure you go over to his YouTube channel to check out the actual release of these products. But we will go ahead and we'll dive right into the presentation. We'll talk about the scents and then, of course, how these items felt for us. So yeah, let's dive right into these oils. And first and foremost, I'm going to go ahead and start off with the Sterling series oils that we got. And what the Sterling series oils are is it's a thicker oil that Pete created from his normal blend to really help those individuals who have those awesome gray and white beards. As you may have heard before in other videos, I know we've covered it before. Usually, if you have a gray or a white beard, you're better off with like a thicker type oil. It just feels a lot better for the hairs, and it's a little bit more nutritional, and it works really, really well for the skin. So that's what Pete was going for on that. But with these specific scents, what was really cool is that these oils came in this awesome like cigar tube looking thing that was like really, really cool. And as you can see here, I have this is the Pira Vita scent that we'll be talking about there. And that's again what it looks like. And it just pops off. And then the oil is going to actually be in there. I already have it out. But yeah, so very cool little piece of presentation. Kyle, do you have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's the first time I've seen oils come in these, and it's just a cool extra touch. This looks really cool on the shelf, so I really appreciate that. But Damn Yankee always kind of goes all out with the presentation. We'll get into this in a second, but you can see like the green bottle, kind of a different type of lid, which is really cool. So Joe, do you want to go ahead and start with Lovers Rock?
Yeah, so Lovers Rock, and again, this is what the bottle looks like. Very cool. As you can see from like the lettering on there, it's got and like the color scheme, it's got kind of like that really 80s vibe to it,
Yeah.
which is something that I really love. I'm a big like 80s fanatic. I was born in 88, so I don't really consider myself like I'm a technically an 80s baby, but pretty much more of a 90s kid. But I love going back in time and mess around in the 80s and stuff like that. But yeah, so the scent profile on this, you're looking at orange, bergamot, bay leaf, allspice, cardamom, tobacco, black pepper, cedar, and patchouli. So this is like a scent profile that you get a little bit of everything. You got some citrus, you got muskiness, you got some darkness to it with the spices, and then you even got some floral to go with it with the patchouli aspect of it. And then of course you have cedar, which brings that woodsy element to it. When I read all this, to me, this is something that really shouldn't smell as good as it is. This scent is absolutely awesome. When you put all those profiles together like that, I just sometimes it's one of those things where like, we always talk about less is more. Well, Pete ignored that theory with this scent and he just put a whole bunch of more in a bottle and it worked out. You really get the allspice on there. And then the bay leaf was something that I thought really popped as well. Just something that I felt like I was getting that nice little citrus, from the get-go with the orange. But that allspice, really carries this profile pretty much throughout the entire day. This is a scent profile that I easily got for about 10 hours in my beard. And it was just something that was rapidly changing in my beard over time. You got the freshness, you got the muskiness, and then you just had that nice spice that just stayed with it the entire time. I really enjoyed the scent. Something that is really out of the box and something different, something I haven't smelled before, nothing that I can compare it to. And that's a good thing. That is something that I love to see when you can create something that I can't even compare it to. So if you're somebody that's looking for something like that, you gonna want to consider getting this one.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. It was a lot of fun, a lot of different scent profiles going on there. And I'm right there with you. You're getting that like allspice type of thing, that pepper, things like that. It's kind of a, tickle your nose hair type of scent for me. I really enjoyed it. Definitely unique. There's nothing else that I even can really compare it to. So I thought Pete did a really nice job with this one.
Yep. All right. So then the next one we have.
Oh, real quick, this one I just want to say was a collab with, you recognize him from YouTube or Instagram, Andy, just Andy. So this was a collaboration of them working together on this one.
Okay, great. All right. So the next one we have here is the Pira Vita. I believe
Yep.
I'm saying right. I hope I am. But that is what the bottle looks like there. And as you can see, you got that beach coastal type label on there. So you're getting that summer vibe as well. And one thing that we didn't point out uh, and the presentation piece is this unique dropper here. As you can see here, it actually has like this curved bottom here. That is something different. I don't really know, and maybe somebody in the comments or Pete can explain, like why, what's the point of it being curved. But it looks pretty cool. And then you got
Yeah.
the cool silver top that goes with it, which is cool because it goes with that like gray, silver beard type feel. But the scent profile on this is a pineapple, coconut, ginger, and cilantro scent. So I know recently we dropped our each of our top 5 summer scents. And after I had a chance to really put this in beard, I was thinking to myself, man, maybe we should have waited a week or two to drop that video. This summer scent is absolutely phenomenal. It's something very unique and another scent that I can't compare it to. And that is specifically because of that cilantro in there. That cilantro just adds such a unique like freshness to it, and it just really interacts with that pineapple coconut very interestingly. And then of course ginger is just that really nice fresh kind of carbonating type smell in there. And I just really think it was something that was really blended together really good. And yeah, man, that cilantro is just something else in here. Again, something that I haven't smelled before. I would definitely have this in my top 5 summer scents had we maybe waited a couple weeks to release that video. So here's a late honorable mention, I guess I can do for our top 5 summer scent video if you haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, this is a very, excuse me, a very unique summer scent. Here's what I really, first of all, I like this scent. Here's what I like about this one a lot. When it's in beard, I'm getting these different scent profiles throughout the day. Excuse me. I really like that the pineapple and the coconut don't overpower, because sometimes it's just too much of that pina colada with the coconut, and then pineapple going to be a little too sweet for me. It's definitely on the sweeter side, but I think he did a really nice job. This is a good summer scent. If you're into those type of scents, you'll love it. It's going to fit like a glove. That's for sure.
Mhm. All right. So, you know what? Before we go into the other scent, I want to stick with these two bottles first because this is part of the Sterling series. The ingredients on here are actually different than his normal line. Now, the last scent that we'll talk about is actually on his normal line. So, I figured rather than jump around so much, we'll just stick with these two. So, the purpose, like we said, the purpose of the Sterling series that he has is it's an oil that's created for men who have the gray and white beards. So the blend is actually going to be a thicker profile. So I'm going to just go ahead and jump into the ingredients and then kind of just talk about how these two felt in beard, and then we'll talk about the scent of the other one and then how that one felt in beard. Kyle, you cool with that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, all right. So we're looking at argan oil, kernel oil, kukui seed oil. You got broccoli seed oil, and then you have castor seed oil, and then of course your fragrances and essential oils. So yeah, this is definitely, I would classify this as an upper medium to thick oil. I would definitely, I think it hits that thick mark. But it is something that I really felt like it worked really well in my beard, despite it being a thicker type oil. I do normally I have a thinner beard, so a lot of times putting in a thick oil sometimes makes my beard feel like it's weighed down, a little bit heavy, sometimes a little extra greasy, and I have to be really careful with the amount that I put in. But with these really felt like it went through my beard well, and it penetrated the skin underneath my beard excellent. I don't think you don't need to have a gray or a white beard to enjoy these products if you're somebody who actually enjoys wearing thicker oils as well. What did you think of the feel and beard for the Sterling series?
Yeah, me and you are always different when it comes to sensitivity towards
Mhm.
thicker oils. There's oils that you've said, no, this is a thicker oil. And I'm like, yeah, I didn't feel thick at all to me, just because our beards are so different. This is definitely on the thicker side for Damn Yankee, but overall for me, for my type of beard, I would say it was just a hair over medium. But again, everyone's opinion is different on that. Depends how your skin and your beard handles the oil. Bottom line, though, I've never tried a product from Dan Yankee that is not top notch quality. This felt great in beard. I have no complaints. Did everything that I needed it to do. Kept the skin nice and hydrated throughout the day.
Cool. All right. So then jumping back into the his normal line that he has. While we're talking ingredients, I'll just go ahead and read the ingredients off of this one, and then we'll talk about how the scent felt. And we're looking at jojoba seed oil, sweet almond oil, argan oil, coconut oil, and then you have the broccoli seed, and then of course your fragrance as well. So as you can see, a little bit different. There's no castor oil in this one, and then just a
Mhm.
couple other things that are mixed around. For this one though, I will say though, I still find this one to be an up like a medium to almost thick oil as well. I so they actually really didn't feel that far off to me. It was definitely a tad more thinner because of the cast oil not being in this one. But like the other one, it's an amazing feeling oil. I think Damn Yankee has always been known for how their oils feel in other guys' beards. And yeah, I mean, we're right there with them. I totally enjoy both lines of them, and I would easily rock out, either of them 7 days a week if I could. So great feeling for that as well. How did this one feel for you?
Yeah, I would say this to me, this is more of a thinner oil. I see the difference. But this is kind of like like you said, the original Damn Yankee oil combination, if you will. I love it. I mean, it felt similar to the other ones, obviously, that we tried in the past. Like I said, top notch feel and beard. Love that broccoli seed oil. Really does great stuff in my beard.
Right. Yeah. And then this one that we're talking about is actually called the 67. And as you can see there, it is a 1967 inspired scent. So as you can imagine, This is definitely like a floral. It's a floral type scent, but he also added like incense to it. Very, I mean, very typical with the theme. So I will say though, if you're not into floral or like that incense and stuff like that, because it is a unique type smell, you probably, it won't be a scent for you. I was just kind of 50-50 on the scent. I think it was something that was well executed for the gentlemen that do like this profile. This wasn't really a profile for me, but again, by no means does that mean it was executed bad at all. Just something that I wouldn't see on my rotation. I felt that the incense was real, was around too much, and it was kind of something that it just stuck around in my beard a lot longer than I was hoping for. I got like 10 hours out of it. Would be a scent that if it lasted like 4 to 6 hours, I think would be like perfect for me. One of those rare scents that I found to actually be too strong, considering that I actually enjoy scents that last that 10 to 12 hour range. It just didn't really do it for me personally, but there are definitely guys out there who will enjoy that one.
Yeah. So I was the opposite. This one was hands down my favorite out of all of them. I
Mhm.
like how unique it was. It's interesting. And it could be in your head, but when you see the 67, you see like the colorful hippie type of thing. I don't really pick out the flowers or the incense. To me, it just, I know it's crazy. It just reminds me
It
of like
is
an
because
old
that's literally
school,
the two.
right?
That's
Oh,
what the
yeah, I know.
profile is.
It
Yeah.
reminds me of the old school, I don't hippie, Woodstock type of days. Obviously, I was not around during then, but that's what this scent really reminds me of. I remember the first time I wore this and my wife smelled it. She said it smells like new car smell. So if that kind of if that kind of helps you, I know Joe's face. I took this totally differently. To me, this was not a floral scent, but this one was hands down my favorite. I also got about 8 to 10 hours out of it. I'll tell you, all three of these, even for the summery scent, the
Mhm.
Pura Vita, very unique type of scents, which is great because this is his summer line. So it's always nice to see.
Definitely. Yeah. So we got one other product to talk about, right?
Yep, brand new
So,
product.
yep. Why don't you go ahead and show it off? Because I know you have it right next to you.
Yeah, so this is the scent of Pura Vita, but this is Castile body wash,
Yeah.
and you can see that there. And so this is a liquid body wash, and it comes with just a real standard lid there. The scent is pure to what you smell in the oil, which is great. I gotta tell you, I love this body wash. It left me feeling really clean, not dry at all, which is key because I hate that feeling. It's not real stripping, but it's a very smooth, silky feel on your body, on your skin, which was really cool. I loved it. You know, I wore it, used it past my testing period, and I still am every day. It's just a really great body wash. I'm gonna say it again. It's really silky smooth, which I enjoyed.
Yeah. Yeah, so I do have one. It's just in the shower. I forgot to grab it. So first and foremost, going back to the bottle itself is like an aluminum bottle. So
Yeah.
which is very unique. Something that I haven't seen before. It does have that twist off lid. Now, the one thing that you just have to be very careful with is it's because it has that twist off lid, the mouth of the bottle itself is pretty big. So when you pouring it in your hand, you have to be really careful, or else you're going to spill way too much into your hand. I've done that actually more than once, just because sometimes when I'm taking my shower, I'm still half asleep and I forget. So you are prone to potentially waste more than you want. So just be very careful. I would hope maybe that Pete would maybe consider that and maybe see if there's something that he can adjust to that. But the bottle itself is really cool. I really like the presentation piece of it overall. Now, how it felt for me, yeah, I think Kyle, nailed it. It's definitely a body wash that is, yes, smooth. It just goes on your body very well. It's not something that is really gonna like exfoliate, and I didn't find it to lather too much, but I still felt like it was there and it did the job. And when I got out of the shower, I was still, I felt like I was smelling really good,
Mhm.
but it still didn't linger like throughout the day. By the time I, dried off with the towel, got my clothes on, the scent was pretty much gone, but it stuck with you long enough to let you know that it's there and to make you feel like you got yourself clean. I'm a body wash or a bar soap to skin guy. I don't really use a like a washcloth or a loofah or anything like that. So I really get a good feel out of it, and I think it's an excellent body wash if you're looking for something like that.
Right. So as you can see, guys, with these three different scents, as always, it depends on what you like.
Yeah.
Hopefully this gives you a good idea of what these scents are, which ones you might like. The new product, the body wash, again, is really great. So again, this is coming out Thursday, June 3rd.
Yep.
Yeah, June 3rd on Scott's YouTube channel, Beer Times with Scott. I believe they're going live for it. So make sure you guys go ahead and check that out. But guys, that is all the time that we have for you today. As always, keep it growing.
And we'll talk to you at the next one. Cousins out.